So we have x minus 6 equals 0. On this left one, we don't have anything else to do. On the right one, we're going to add 6. So we're going to get x equals 6. We are allowed to have 0 as an answer. So we still have two solutions here. 6, there's going to be one new step here. We've got 2x squared plus 7x equals 15. Our first step is to get everything on one side. So we're going to subtract 15 from both sides. We'll have 2x squared plus 7x minus 15 equals 0. We're going to go through and factor it. So we have 2x and x. So let's try, we could do either 1 and 15 or 3 and 5. I want 7, so let's try 3 and 5. I know my signs are going to be different because that is negative. I want positive 7 though, so let's make that positive and that negative. 10x minus 3x is 7x. I'm going to set each of my factors equal to 0. And solve. So we're going to end up with x equals 3 halves and x equals negative 5. Now we can also go the other way. So I can give you the answers and you could write the equation from it, or an equation from it. There could be potentially multiple correct equations that go through it. We're going to just kind of go with the basic ones and not get too crazy with it. So factored form, we know we have our factors. Standard form means that we got ax squared plus bx plus c. There's no more parentheses. So we're going to write an equation with the following roots. We want to make sure our answer is in standard form. So our goal is to get rid of the parentheses. I know my roots are 2 and negative 3. Basically, that means that I know x equals 2 and I know x equals negative 3. If I do everything I had just done backwards, we can get everything on one side. So x minus 2 equals 0. X plus 3 equals 0. So I just subtracted 2 here, added 3 there. And now, again, I'm working backwards from what I just did. So I'm going to set them each in their own parentheses. These are my factors. And then I'm going to multiply them out. So x times x is x squared. X times 3 is 3x. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. And negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. And I combine my like terms. X squared plus x minus 6. And we can say equals 0. Or we could say equals f of x or y. It's an equation, so I do need some kind of equal sign. And there you go. That is one possible answer. If you have vertical stretches or shrinks, it looks slightly different, but this is probably going to be your most common one without anything crazy. Roots of 0 and negative 4. So again, we're going to go backwards. These are my answers. So I know x is 0. I know x is negative 4. Can't do anything with the 0. With the negative 4, I can add it over. So I'm going to do that. These are my factors. So I'm going to have x times x plus 4 equals 0. And then my goal is no parentheses. So I'm going to multiply out. X times x is x squared. X times 4 is 4x. There's no more parentheses. That is my answer. Now 3 and 4, it starts getting a little interesting because I have these fractions. And usually with our quadratics equation functions, we don't have the fractions. So we're going to have something a little different to do here. These are still my answers. So I know x still equals 1/2, and I know x is 5. This time, though, to get rid of my fraction, I'm going to multiply both sides by the denominator. I get 2x equals 1. And I'm going to subtract the 1 from both sides. So I'm going to have 2x minus 1 equals 0. For the x equals 5, I'm just going to subtract 5 from both sides. So x minus 5 equals 0. These are my two factors. So they each get their own parentheses. And then we're going to multiply out. So 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times negative 5 is negative 10x. Negative 1 times x is negative x. And negative 1 times negative 5 is positive 5. and come back.